What's up, YouTube and other privileged geographical regions with internet? This is Devtrast bringing out another devlog. This is numero siete. That's number 7 for all you English speakers out there. Another devlog coming at you, and boy, howdy doody, do we have some polish that we put on this game. If this game was a shoe, it would be shined to the max. You'd be able to see my beautiful reflection in that shoe. And can we just take a moment? Can we take a second, okay, to respect what's going on with my hair right now? I mean, look at this, dude. Look at this curve. Oh, whoops. Oh, backwards. Look at this curve. That's beautiful. This is that Jimmy Neutron drip.
Looking good. You the man. You the man.
All right, that boy genius swag. This looks like that wave. That famous painting of the wave that's in every video game, including this one.
Whoa, it's that wave.
Yeah, it's phenomenal, okay? The amount of polish that's on my hair is the amount of polish I put into the game this week, all right? So let's get into it. Let me show you. Let's summon those infinite Devtrast, and look at this beautiful army, okay? That's waves and waves of army, okay? It's a wave of Devtrast that have wavy hair, you know? That's phenomenal. My goodness. Can't even handle it. So, 3/18/2021. We recorded devlog number 6. That's the last you saw of me, okay? Now, after I recorded this beautiful video for you, I poured my heart and soul into the webcam that sits above my monitor, the one that I'm looking at right now. I'm staring intently deep into your soul. Then I decided to put more work into this piece of art that I am creating for you guys, okay? Well, for me too, because I want to play this awesome dope clicker, but mostly for you, all right? I went from beautifying my face and, selling my image to YouTube advertisers all the way back to getting into the trenches of coding with this game. So I updated the float text to get a random starting position, okay? Now this was huge, guys. This was huge. Let's take a look. Take a look at what's going on here. Okay, you're gonna notice a few things since the last devlog. For reference, here's what it looked like. But I was really happy with this, so let's check it out. Let's get it going, and I can show you. Oh, and I just moved these buttons, so they're wonky. So sorry about that. Okay, you got it. Now here's what it does. Oh my God! Look at the random position. Okay, you don't know where it's gonna go. You don't know where it's gonna spawn. No idea. That's what we did. Random starting position for those beautiful green number ones. And we added a $sign. I don't remember if I had $signs in there or not. I don't think I did. But it's all one single color because that's what's generating, right? Okay, you also notice, where'd my buttons go? How am I going to ever upgrade anything on this planet? Okay, how am I going to get the beautiful ore? How am I supposed to make the ore go up? The parts go up. The goods go up. How am I supposed to sell the goods? I just get this horrendous sound when I click the sell the goods right now. Look, my goods are going down. Not because I'm clicking the button, that's just the V trend that's happening. But yeah, we got a random starting position on this planet. What a beautiful, beautiful thing we added, right? The problem was, okay, I knew exactly what I needed to do. I deep dived into Stack Overflow, into different Google search results, into all those different websites that have more ads per square inch than casinos make dollars per square inch on their casino floors, okay? It is insane, the amount of ads and pop-ups. I mean, I think I've been offered to sign up for a newsletter more times on this day than I've ever received mail, like physical mail. Email, not so much. We get a lot of email. But, okay, we were looking through all these solutions, and I could not figure it out. And the reason it took me so long is because Unity has this awesome feature. Oh, that's me. Ha! What's up, dude? Has this awesome feature. Let's pause this for a second. Also, you'll notice that I fixed the maximize settings so I can maximize it and it scales all correctly. So I fixed that. That was great. But you'll see here in the console, this is because when I hit the sell goods button, I don't have some variables set on that button. So that's what this is. So we can clear that. Okay, this clear button, yeah, I knew about it, but I didn't know about it. Okay, everything that I've been doing up to this point, when I would create a new script, okay, when a script would be created, I would code, right? Come back to Unity, and there's a little loading window that happens, or a little loading wheel, right? And then it checks. It goes in this console. It's like, is the code going to work? You know, do you have everything right? I know you're a first time game dev, so maybe we should check out your code that you made. Well, an error came up the first time I did it. I was like, okay, no problem. I investigated the error. I don't remember what the error was. I could look through the history and find it, but I'll spare you the details, right? So it came up there. Now, every other time I've had an error with my code, I research the error, make any necessary changes, come back to Unity, loading wheel, and then if it works, it'll clear the error. Not this one, though. No. Nope, not this one. No, for some reason, I don't know why, the particular error that I got would not clear when it came back here. And I had this clear on build touched the entire time. So when I cleared it, and then I went back to the code and came back, because I looked at it like 50 times. I was like, how is this not working? Right? Because it looks right. It looks like it should be doing everything. And, I remember what it was. So we'll pull this up real quick. It had to do with, let's see, where was that? Splash, no. Purchase log, nope. Was it prefabs? What was it doing? I think it had to be the prefabs. Prefab scripts. Controller? Nope, it's the player. Let's pull up the player. Let's pull up both of them, right? Let's take a look-sees. So in the player, here's what I added. So first of all, you'll see I added some of these. So if P clicks, so this is if the planet is clicked, then it's going to run this one. This is what basically determines my color and of whatever it is. That's why you see the green number ones. It also does the formatting. You can see here. So the formatting is, it'll do a $+ and then the planet click and then dot cache incremental or ink, whatever I set ink to. It'll show that and then add color. And then here's the color. So cache is going to be green, or is orange, parts are blue, and goods I haven't decided yet. I think I'm going to make goods white. I don't remember yet, but they don't, that I have to implement. I don't think I implemented the goods yet. So anyways, what was happening is the random range here. So this is the starting position, okay? Now I had this random range, I think in here in the private void update, and I think that's what threw it off, and that was the original error. And then it told me that I needed to have the random range not in that instance. It needed to be on awake or start, I think it told me. And I was like, well, I can't throw it in there because I need it to generate every single time it clicks, right? Because I need it to check to see if that value has changed. Well, then I moved it here, and I was receiving all sorts of errors. I made it a variable. I changed what these numbers were. I made these variables. I did a whole bunch of other stuff, and that error would not go away when I came back to Unity and it did a little loading wheel. So anyways, I figured it out. It's all good now. So now you can see the cache is in there. So what else do we got here? Then we edited Devlog 6, then we uploaded it to YouTube. These always take forever. But you'll notice there were some really cool sequences in that last video because, I care about you guys. Did you guys like that GameStop freaking game sequence I made with Ape Out, dude? That was a lot of time, okay? That took me like 40 minutes to do. So maybe not 40 minutes, but there's a lot of work that goes into editing these things, right? So edited that, and then I added the float text to include cache and parts with the actual numbers as well as colors. So colors wasn't even in there when I made it here on 318, but when I got to 321, it now does the colors. And so we'll show you gosh dang it, I always do that. It looks like the Unity symbol. Dang OBS. So let's do a little play here. Ooh, God, look at that green cache. Green cache. So we'll talk about this too. So I added this button, and so I got rid of the buttons that were here, because this button right here is going to be, I think, a green plus symbol, and I'm going to have it attached to planets, and it'll be like down here on the bottom left of a planet. I'm still up in the air on what I want this image to be, But basically this button, I don't have it close the panel yet, but it does open the panel for drills, factories, and warehouses. I made these cool little icons, and I'm really happy with these. I also stopped an error from happening where if you see how I can buy either a drill or a factory. If I only had enough money to buy one or the other, and I bought one, it would still have the other one available to buy, and I could go negative in cash. So I fixed that error. You can no longer do that. I'll show you here what that looks like. So 40, right? So I used to be able to, if I bought a factory, it would still show the drill that I could buy it, and I could buy it, and it would just turn my cash negative. So I fixed that error. But I like these, little icons. It adds a little bit of flavor. It looks a lot better than just those simple icons that I had. So, and I got these were free assets from like a PNG website. I signed up, you get like 2 free, but I can't use them commercially. So again, all art right now in this game is placeholders. So if you guys like the look of this game, I'm sorry, it's going to drastically change. I'm planning on having this be a pixel art game, but man, do I really like these icons. I think these are really, really cool looking. So I will use those as kind of a baseline, when I do end up making the pixel art for this game, that it'll look pretty similar to those, in some way, shape, or fashion. So yeah, you can see I've got the ore, it updates with the actual numbers. I got the cash, it updates. So we'll just let it run right now. So you see the ore go up, boom, the +3. So that's the parts in blue. Let's see, let's buy another, we can sell some goods here. Buy another factory so you guys can see some differences here. Yep, see +3, +4. And yeah, obviously when you sell goods, nothing happens on the planet. So I need to change that. And again, I need to add a batching system to the goods, but I think I'll hold off on the batching because now that I'm very happy with this layout right now. So I think now I'm going to either go into upgrades or I'm going to go into space. I think I'm going to go into space because I need a change of scenery with these from this home screen, because I've been working on this home screen for 60 days now. Minus some 0 days. So I'm super happy with what everything's doing right now. And then on the next day, shorter day, 44 minutes, organized hierarchy, fixed screen scaling, began the planet panel. And so that panel that you guys just saw with the drill, the factory, and the warehouse on it, what I used to build that, or kind of get an idea of how to build that, was through Brackey's inventory video. So you guys remember when I began watching his how to build an RPG series, he has a really good video on how to do an inventory system. And so it's really good for that. The only thing I need to add then is I'm going to have different tiers, in the final game of, different things to buy. So you'll be able to buy, drills. And then you can buy additional drills or upgrade the drills, to be faster or whatever up to a certain point. But then there's going to be like better drills. There's going to be different tiers of buildings that you can make. And in the final game, as I mentioned, there's going to be different types of ore. There's going to be different types of parts and different types of goods, all with varying different uses or values. So, there'll be a specialized equipment. So you'll have to have like an ice drill in order to in order to grab ice ore or whatever. It's all that stuff is way in the future. It's not going to be in the prototype that I'm working on right now. I don't plan for the first prototype. I don't plan on going past just building ore, parts, and goods. So I just want to make sure that the solid base game of collecting resources, exploring space, adding something to your home screen that will increase your resources. I want to make sure that all works, and I want to make sure that concept is really good. Have a couple upgrades in there to buy some ships and have different things that the ships can do. So that's really what I want to do. And I think the exploration aspect is going to be really, really important for player attention, because you can only click on a planet so long, right? Like clicker games are fun, but I don't want to just be a cookie clicker clone, right? Because that's essentially what this is. Like instead of a cookie, you're clicking on a planet. But and you're getting different resources, right? You're not just making cookies. You're getting ultimately goods. So it's a couple steps before making, I guess, a finished cookie. But I want it to be like the exploration. I want it to be semi-active, right? Or like you're looking for something that'll be a lot of like loot generation, and I want stuff to happen fairly frequently in space. Every couple seconds you come across something. Maybe there'll be like mini games in there if you wanted to do like the active role, and if you're playing actively instead of idly, you'll get better rewards or more rewards. or you can buy upgrades to cater your play style so that if you want to do more of an idle thing, maybe you get, better chance for loot on idle runs with upgrades, or maybe if you want to be more active, you can take it the other way. So there's a lot of stuff you can do that way, but I think I'll start focusing on the exploration aspect going forward. Plus upgrades are really, really simple to make, so I'm not too worried about that. And then, added the panel for the drills, factories, and warehouses. So I continued to work on that. I did have 2 0 days this week. Nothing cool to report on this day. I was just extremely tired. I know that I think that day I actually had something to do after work. From my 9 to 5, I had to work on some additional stuff because it was pretty busy week this week at my 9 to 5. So. And then yesterday, I have no excuses. I was supposed to record this devlog yesterday, and instead, my fiance and I, we chilled on the couch. We watched a bunch of YouTube videos. Nothing to report there. I don't have anything that was stuck out to me. Lots of meme compilations. Love the meme compilations. So if you guys have like a recommended meme compilation you want me to check out, please leave it in the comments because I love them. I love them things. So. Anyhow, that's it. That's the game. Still loving it. Still really, I guess, motivated. Motivated maybe isn't the word because I still struggle to get up here and put work in. But once I sit down and I get in front of the computer, boom, I'm ready to go. I'm in it. I love doing it, and I love solving problems and the complexities of it. So I really look forward to moving forward, keeping this going. I love having the accountability of this channel so that I'm holding myself accountable and I have to at least report on something. So, that's what's keeping me from having like 3, 4, 5, 6 0 days, right? Because who knows what that would look like if I didn't have this YouTube channel. So if there's any game devs out there that, maybe are struggling, or, if there's somebody out there who knows themselves, maybe like I know myself, where you've dropped a lot of projects in the past, and you want to start game dev and you're like, man, I don't know if I don't want to invest all this time and then end up, disappointing myself. So I would recommend that you start a YouTube channel, not for the focus of like becoming huge on YouTube, because that honestly terrifies me. Like, I don't think I ever want to be as famous as like a Logan Paul or like a Jacksepticeye, especially those guys, or even mid-tier, right? Like Moist Critical. Moist Critical is really, really big, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? Some of these really big YouTubers, like that freaks me out, getting that well known. So if I can become well known within the game dev, community, that'd be great. I'd be okay with that. But anything bigger, maybe not. So anyhow, thanks for listening. Let me finish my thought on that. This is a great tool. YouTube is a great tool to hold yourself accountable if you do not want to stray from your project. I think it gives you an audience, and if I had to give some advice, one thing that I've run into in previous projects is presenting it in front of somebody. You want it to be like really, really good, but I think there's a lot of leeway and a lot of grace that people give indie devs, because especially other indie devs, right? Like indie devs know the struggle, so no one's gonna look down on you for posting your unfinished first attempt, right? Like look what I got. Like this is not even close to done, right? This is very, very simple concepts, and we're 60 days in, and I don't have any of these 4 buttons down here operational, so don't feel bad if you're insecure about that. So anyhow, thanks for watching. I will see you next week, and we will get some more stuff added. So appreciate any comments about my beautiful hair too. So if you want to, I don't know, send me some money in the mail, I can give you my address. My address is